All right, welcome back, survivors. I'm going back into the nightmare zone again. I think this is episode 16. I've got two shout outs today. One to Real Draw Squad, who's watched all the videos. Like I said, it always surprises me given how many of them there are. I can't believe I even recorded that many videos. Also, shout out to Danielle Hagen. And I think there were some more shoutouts to go through, but I have not responded to all of the comments yet. Gonna go through some more of them today. We'll see how it goes. So what are we gonna do in today's episode? Well, we should have daylight, and I've really been putting this off. It really needs to get done. Those infestations have got to go. So I know there's people in the community who are concerned about going after infestations and burning them down, doing whatever you can, running them over, shooting them. Especially because some of these are pretty big infestations. They're up to 3 screamers. So in this, unless just something insane happens and prevents me from doing it, unless just some huge distraction, some epic quest appears, today we're burning some infestations.
I got a favor to ask. Can you swing by?
Those wrench turners are another themed enclave, so we could just ignore them again. It's not a big deal. I'm probably going to want to be allies with them, though, because I believe they give me the ability to call a vehicle in. And being able to call a vehicle in, that makes things a lot safer. So I definitely am interested in allying myself with them rather than recruiting them. So we're going to need a bunch of this, some of this. I think I'll build some extras. Let's go ahead and do that. I think I'll build 2 packs of these. Oh, we're getting a little extra with our knowledge of chemistry. Very nice. And it improves our chemistry skills. How's our chemistry doing? Oh, look at that. We've almost got our chemistry to the advanced level. Not quite.
I hear you're up for trading. I've got blood plague and won't last. But I've got good stuff here. Come by if you can.
How long do I have on that guy? Oh, that's a personal quest, so I thought that was just some kind of strange organic quest. But it's not. Oh, I should probably get some energy drinks. So here's what I'm hoping. So last episode, we had to deal with all those crappy enemies. Huge battle. So I'm hoping in this episode, now that maybe I've met my kill quota, the game will kind of like take it easy a bit so I can actually get something done, but we'll see. Make sure I don't accidentally get in the car. So another question I get, we'll do some sort of infestation related questions. Do I need to kill infestations? Well, you don't need to kill anything. You don't really need to do anything per se in the game, but is it a good idea? I would say so. And that's because they're just going to continue spreading. I don't know if there's a limit to them either. I think they could just spread basically forever and forever. One of my friends, he never cleans up infestations. He just ignores them. And I jumped in his game once, and yeah, he had like an entire neighborhood of completely infested areas. So like I was like, you know what? I don't know if these things have a limit to them. They might just infest things without end. So I have no idea, but what I do know is that they do spread. They grow worse. Like they start out as little baby infestations. And then they get bigger over time. Little baby infestation would be 1 screamer and 6 regular zombies. Then you get like 2 screamers and 8 zombies, and finally you have this big old one over here. 3 screamers and 10 zombies. That's probably a little too close to the wall. The reason I don't want to throw it too close to the wall is because they might just walk right up to the wall and be satisfied. Maybe I'm close enough. I want them to hop over the wall, so a little further than is ideal. See, that's exactly the problem. Let's throw one that's a little further away. Get him to come out. Okay, there's the screamer. This is where scouting really comes in handy. I can see the movements of them on the radar, so I don't have to wonder, like, where the heck are they? This is also why I brought a ton of firecrackers, because zombies are so slow that they don't always get to where you want them in one throw. And don't worry about it. Like, it took like 10 or 15 parts to make 3 to 5 firecrackers. It's really not a big deal. Look at all these screamers, jeez.
Enjoy peace eternal, asshole.
So we just burned 3 screamers, and it's saying on my radar that there's still 3 screamers there, so like that's a crazy amount of screamers. Yeah, I see the bloater right there. Looks like we're gonna be forced to go to plan B on this one. So plan B is to run them over with the car. You can do this, but you do risk damaging the vehicle. Even if you back into enemies, there is a good chance that they're gonna hit the sides of the car. So we really want to make sure we don't bang up the vehicle excessively. Make sure that we are specifically backing into them.
Enjoy peace eternal, asshole.
Also got to be careful that for some reason your turning is really sharp in reverse. So for example, some of those hits I could already tell those counted as side hits. How's the infestation looking? Okay, so we got all of the screamers are dead. I see we got a bloater as well. One of them has detected me, but I think they're glitched out. So this here is a really messy infestation. There were way more screamers here than normally. Some of them were just organic screamers, though. They weren't part of the actual infestation. But now we could finish these guys off. So, scouting's telling me that there is an enemy inside there, and that is likely the one that will count.
Searching this place should keep us busy for a while.
And this infestation is clear.
It sucks that we can't enjoy these quiet moments anymore.
So I can't make any more upgrades right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the seeds just to get a little extra food. Does this have materials in it? No. We also need materials since we are constructing the base. And we're out of materials. So where's the next one at? Yeah, so we got this entire area over here that's just completely infested. Hopefully the other ones go a little smoother. Because you can get through the infestations pretty quickly and pretty smoothly if the zombies cooperate a bit more. These zombies are being extremely uncooperative. Got a feral, but too far away to make a difference. Which is fine, I like it when they spawn very far away from my objective. My favorite skill for getting rid of infestations is actually a 5th skill called driving. And that's because it makes it a lot easier to get out of the car without getting a whole ton of zombies after you, which is exactly the current problem I'm dealing with. The game is just being merciless with the enemy spawns.
Bye-bye.
Look at all these zombies, it's crazy. Got a juggernaut as well. Let's take a look at that bloater. Is it the kind that's just laying down? No, that one is up. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to ignore that one and come back to it later. Because there's a bunch of them just in this general area. Yeah, this looks like a fairly quiet area to get out at.
There's a big pack of dead guys coming our way, but we're ready for them.
So how much material do we have? So before I go back, I need to find one rucksack of materials, because after we defend against this invasion, what we're going to be able to do is... what do you call it? Build the trade depot. Okay, so our first target is this one right here. It might be possible to lure multiple infestations together, but I honestly don't want to get the zombies moving around too much. Could be asking for trouble. This infestation is already largely outdoors, so it could be a pretty clean one.
This should mean we don't have to feel so worried about infestations for...
Okay, one of them was a magical self-cleaning infestation. I'll always take those. This one looks like it's going to be pretty easy. I think we got the whole group there. There we go. Just wiped out that entire infestation very cleanly, so that makes up for the one that didn't go as well. Come on, zombies, rally up. This is the real barbecue. An ironic place for them to infest.
Enjoy peace eternal, asshole.
Probably gonna let them have that infestation for now. Just if the screamer goes off, I typically just let them have the area and just come back later. One of the things I did there, you may not have noticed it, was one of the zombies had detected me, so rather than just run out in the open, I decided to eat some snacks so I could go super fast while basically just continuing to do the crouch spamming technique. That way I would not attract the new zombies that were approaching due to the screamer going off. We still caused a lot of damage to that infestation though, so it's not that big of a deal. This one's going to be a little bit more annoying because there's no windows on this location. Which means we need to throw the firecrackers in a way that they will bang the door open. Which means, it looks like, according to the radar, they're further over there. And then we need a good, hopefully like 4-ish minutes to get back to base. 3 more minutes or so we could use about half our time here. Oh, it takes them a while to open those. Okay, let's throw another one out. Remind them where I want them to gather up. So ideally you want to wait for all of the screamers to get together and burn them all at once, but... Oh, one of them got set on fire by the firecrackers. So he might wind up just spreading the fire on his own.
Enjoy peace eternal, asshole.
Well, that's annoying.
Almost out.
I'm fighting a little harder for this area because I'm hoping that I get materials here. Only a handful of these guys left. And of course he screams. Man, they gotta make this as hard as possible.
I can't keep this up. Getting low on that.
I am not joking. They are just making this as hard as they possibly can.
That's all I got. I gotta rest a sec.
Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. All I want is... This is why you don't let the infestations get so out of control.
Again.
They just become such a huge pain to deal with. Alright, we're gonna lose our ammo if we dilly-dally any further, so we're just gonna have to go back without the ammo. Or not the ammo, we're gonna have to go back without the materials.
People hold on. It's what we do.
Then we'll go for a second pass to clean up the infestations that we missed, change characters, let this character rest, and so forth. The reason why it's so hard to get rid of these particular infestations is because there's 3 screamers, and you need to kill all 3 of the screamers in the one throw, otherwise the screamer will scream because killed one of its buddies, and it sounds off the alarm, and then that just makes everything way harder than it needs to be. And if you stay on top of the infestations where you don't get the triple screamer infestations, then it's so much easier because you only have 1 or 2 screamers. It's much easier to get that many than all 3 of them.
Just remember, everyone fights. No one quits.
I think I'll hold on to this just in case we get attacked by ferals or something. This should be a small siege though, so I'm not super worried about it.
The dead are attacking our base.
I could switch to one of the soldiers to get some standing with them, but honestly, I don't really want any of them. Like, I'm good. I'm definitely going to replace all three of them over time.
Another wave coming. I see them.
Hey, I have a proposal for you. Let's meet.
Got a red talent trader, huh? It's not a bad opportunity. We could get ammo from them.
Hey, look at us. We're alive.
Okay, looks like we're clear. We will now change characters, and like I said, I really want to use the daylight that we've got to clear infestations. Like, it's just not a good idea to let the problem grow as long as it has been. So let's switch to who else needs some EXP. We haven't used our leader in a bit. Okay, never mind. I don't feel like doing that quest or activating it. What is your weapon? Do you have the BFG? Nope, I will use you, because I don't feel like swapping to the more important weapons.
Time to focus on my priorities.
That's your plan. Are you trying to piss me off?
Yay, let's go ahead and grab some of these. These. I really don't want to use more fuel. Yeah, I can't afford any more fuel. That'll just have to do. Oh, I see. We left the energy drinks in the car. Can I... let me build one of these.
Somebody just showed up, and we all know it's better if they talk to you.
What do you mean there's no vehicle parked here? Oh, it was in this slot. It does sound like we have a very simple quest that we can do real fast. Build a second one, because I always like to leave one repair kit in the car. Let's see, what quest is it? Mysterious Stranger. We'll just take this free sample from them and send them on their way, since I'm busy.
Hey, over here. I hear you.
What a place to just stand in the middle of nowhere next to. Just right next to a bloater. What a fantastic idea. We got a second one right there. I got a third one here. Oh my gosh, just let me pick up the sample. Got it. Now I can send this guy on his way.
Gee, thanks for nothing.
No problem. Pretty good one. I mean, we could have done it just because he would have given us more scent block, but I'm already running out of daylight. We got a job to do. We have 2 goals that we need to get done before the day is over. We need to... Oh my god, we still have one of those big infestations too. That's right, I forgot about that one. Okay, let's go after this one first. This is the one where it has our building materials. That whole area is an industrial area, so there's going to be a lot of building materials over there.
Gotta stay alert. Too many plague zombies around.
Nice shallow area here to cross the road, or the river rather. Ugh. Oh, give me a break. This is what I get for trying to go off-road.
Hey, something just came up.
Jeez, where'd it send me? Over next to like this little like lake or something, a little pond. Everyone is always like, "Oh my gosh! Like if you rock the car around, you might be able to get it free." Let me tell you, just don't do it. Just use the stuck command. Don't waste your time. Like it can work, but you know what always works? The stuck command. And the stuck command's on like a 1-minute recharge. It's really not a big deal. Really. And we didn't run him over a second time. Oh wait, I think I have stealth on this character, so that's fine. Almost got our fighting skill. Check this area in the meantime. I think this wall is too high. Oh my gosh, no it's not.
Take a look at what I just delivered.
Wow, a bottle of painkillers and 2 snacks. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Bingo.
Okay, so we got that goal done. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of this infestation. See if we can do this quietly. They tried to get up. Wow, there's a decent number of them in there. Yeah, I guess they're all just coming out.
Maybe we're not gonna die after all.
Better finish clearing it out. I
Okay, we got one left. And he's facing that direction.
We're okay on the infestation front now. Just down to background levels.
Alright, let's see if we can grab another rucksack of materials while we're in here. So that works a lot better when you've thinned out the zombies. It's much harder to kill them with stealth attacks if it's a fully crammed infestation, because the probability of the zombies just kind of looking in all directions all at once is just way higher.
Better than nothing.
Parts. Come on, give me materials. All right. Not bad. Still need more than this, but this is a decent start.
I'm not seeing anything useful in here.
Probably should refuel, actually. Wrong button. Getting Subnautica and State of Decay confused. You change your inventory with the right trigger in Subnautica. I might try to get one more of these infestations on the way back. I will stop for one of these. Right now we need all the samples we can get. Wow, that's a lot of zombies, never mind. They're too close to the infestation. Let's try the other one. Yeah, this one might be doable.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, I see all three of them. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get them all to come together. I'm just going to throw it right here. And then if I need to, I will snipe the one that lives, actually. Oh my gosh, we got the entire one there. Wow. That puts us back on schedule. That was not, I did not plan for that. But that was really good. So the main point you want to learn from that is the first time I visited that infestation, if you recall, it was really bad. Like, there were a ton of enemies in the area. So if an area just has a ton of enemies, it's just looking really bad, just come back later. But yeah, a lot of the important enemies will still be there, but the regular zombies, they may have disappeared and the game may have redistributed them. It's one thing I always stress is you don't have to commit to an objective. And if you don't commit to an objective... Oh, we just drove the 120 kilometers. Okay, let's put this in. Let's get this building. Let's get the trade depot building. So the reason I wanted to time it to the invasion is because that puts us into the red. And it's also going to take a while to build. It's going to take basically 30 minutes to construct. Well, that works out pretty well, honestly. I'm pretty satisfied with this episode.
Attract zombies if we keep up this racket.
It didn't go perfectly my way, but that's fine, honestly. I actually, you know, as much as I like it for things to go my way, it does show a more realistic perspective into State of Decay when things don't go absolutely perfectly. Nevertheless, even though it did get a little messy, I mean, we're looking really good on infestations. All that's left is this one, and that one we'd already beaten up a decent bit, so we're looking pretty good on infestations. Maybe on the following daylight phase, I'll go and finish it off. Or maybe not. We need fuel. That's one of the things we really need right now. We really need fuel. Still got these hostile communities everywhere, but they're not... You can ignore them. They're not that big of a deal. I know there's a mysterious wandering trader here, but I'm trying to save my influence in order to use the trade depot, so we'll deal with them another time. At any rate, that's the end of this episode. Like this video feels entertaining, subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.